beginning to think you have a multi-personality disorder. Society has set standards for socializing and you've succumbed to our rules. You've put on a different person for every place. For every friend, you've put on a different face. Feeding your insecurities, your pride keeps swallowing, while the real you starves. Day and night, you hunger. Thrusting yourself face first into unending thirst, trusting everyone but yourself to satisfy this hunger, yet falling short of satisfaction. I can take this no longer. The only resemblance we now bear is that we are shadows of what we can be. I mean, look at me. Frustrated because you would not feed me, and look at yourself. Frustrated because you keep feeding the wrong things. You've prepared a table for your enemies, feeding your low self-esteem, clothing your fears in fine linen. You've unionized your insecurities. You're now going on a hunger strike. You think you're fasting, but they keep preying on you. Do you not see? Are you blind, or do you not see that this person they like? It's not you. You have now become like the lyrics of a cover, so versed in being just like the original. You're sealing yourself in a cover. You've faked this facade for so long, you now think it's original. You're now fond of fables and folk tales. You're now fond of foes, Facebook friending them because that's the only place they'll ever like you. Do you not see? Do you not see that this person they like is not you? It's a picture perfect image of you that gets snapped out of their minds as fast as they click. Are you blind, or do you choose just not to see? So maybe you would understand this if I speak in your language. You see, I'm done watching how I talk. I'm done watching how I tread. So let's talk like this, the way you speak on Twitter, a thread. After all, isn't that what is holding your life together? A thread. You've forgotten that you, a thread, have been knit into the DNA of the Creator. Who told you? Who told you that this version of you is not good enough? Who told you that this little light in your heart is not able to light the earth? You are a treasure. And a treasure is found in a chest. So look within your chest. Within your chest beats the essence of you. So that hunger in your stomach, that thirst in your throat, will only be satisfied when you feel the emptiness in you. That hunger will only be satisfied when you realize that you are enough. Most journeys end at some bus stop, but that's where this trip starts. See, I don't know why, but man, I was tripping. It was as though I had tied my shoelace together. I was helplessly falling. 16-year-old me didn't understand what was going on. It was as though my heart had woven my arteries into a rope, the way it kept skipping beats. I didn't understand what this was that I was feeling. But in that moment, I felt like I lived my whole life empty, like something that needed this feeling. You know people that say stuff like, there's nothing like love at first sight? They're probably blind. Beauty had gone shopping in the clay. She wore a 5-foot frame and she sat in front of me. So trust me when I tell you I did not know what to do. Sincerely, I had no clue. In my head were words like, just be you. Now that's terrible advice. I knew I had to become something new. So I walked up to her and I sat. My heart jumping, my eyes running wild as butterflies swarmed around in my stomach. Everything was so dramatic. It was like I was in a play, as though time had paused, as though the red light of a sun had stopped my earth. So I prepared. Yellow, hello. I was getting ready, waiting for the green light. This chair that I sat on felt like a bed, because on it sat a rose. And I felt like a thorn in this bed, because as soon as I sat, she arose. My God. My video is not coming up, so twice of these pieces, everybody leaves. Yes. Stop! I shouted in silence, swiftly shutting down the seducing songs my senses sung. I simply sat in my seat, sandwiched in the strong arms of this sofa. She stood outside, stranded, slamming her fist against the door. What I was doing was selfish. My spirit strove with my soul. Sandra, outside my door, was nature's articulation of the struggles I had been going through for the past few weeks. Mother Nature, in all of her artistic valor, had decided to paint this night, drawing lines she knew I'd never cross. The sun setting had set this picture in motion. I could not open this door. I just couldn't. You see, opening this door was indicative of me opening another, one that led to a room, a dark room that housed my heart. So I could not. The last person I let into this house did not clean her shoes before she came in. She's just been ankle deep in a mud-soaked relationship. The last man that she allowed handle her life manhandled it. He treated her the only way he knew, the only way trash can, doing to her what we do to garbage. He dumped her. And she, the emotional mountain of highs I'd expected, ended up becoming a valley of an all-time low. And she walked around my heart with those same heels. You see, I was already messed up before she came in. Anna wasn't the first person to leave. They all did. No matter how much room I made for their excesses, it was never enough. I was never enough. So tell me, why should I go through the joy that love brings if the longer excruciating pain of heartbreak is inevitable? So long before Sandra showed up, I promised myself I'd never let anyone in. So we could stand on the front porch or sit below the stars on the stairs, staring into each other's hearts, but you would never get in. But it was as though my roof wasn't sealing enough. Sandra had found a way to break down my walls. I had begun to